11th edition is dropping sometime around spring, summer next year, and with it, there's a lot of talk about what is going to be in that brand new box. This past week, there was a big Reddit thread that had a lot of speculation, which people mistook for rumors that I got spammed with. So I thought to myself, why don't I do a video of my speculation and some rumors that I've heard potentially is going to be happening with the 11th edition box set. So here it is. Let's jump in. Let's do some speculation. Let's look at some rumors. And of course, let's get waffling. Now, for those of you who've been hiding under a rock for the past couple of months, the big rumor is that 11th edition is going to have Space Marines inside of it and Orks. Yes, Space Marines versus Xenos again, just like 10th edition featured Space Marines versus Xenos, but it was Tyranids. We're doing that again, but this time it's the Green Boys. And there's a lot of talk again, there's a lot of rumor about this. I actually want to put up this image in the background right now, and this is the 10th edition box set. Remember it? Leviathan. And I think we're going to have a similar type of loadout in terms of models that we have in this box set. The reason I say that is because the Space Marines are a lot more of an elite unit type of force, where the Orks, just like the Tyranids, their tactic is to outnumber, to zerg their opponent, to war over them and take them down. Now, before we jump into the speculation, let's start with one of the big rumors surrounding this box set, and that is the theme of the box set. I'm not talking Space Marines versus Orks, I'm talking about the actual chapter that's supposed to be featured in this, because from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of nostalgia apparently going to be happening with this 11th edition box set. If I cast my mind back, please correct me if I'm wrong, 3rd edition, they did a box set with Blood Angels versus Orks, and the rumors are saying this is potentially what they're going to try and do again for 11th edition. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be specific Blood Angel units inside of it. I'm saying that apparently it's going to be painted in Blood Angel colors. No special models, no special Blood Angel characters. It's just painted red instead of blue. Now, with that said, let's jump into the speculation and some rumors about potentially what is going to be in the box set. I'm going to start with the Space Marine side, and I want to start, of course, with the HQs. Now, in 10th edition, if I'm not mistaken, there was 4 HQs. There was a captain in Terminator armor. There was a librarian in Terminator armor. There was an apothecary biologist, can't even say it right, in Gravis armor, and there was a lieutenant, Phobos, who was like a Tyranid type of veteran killer. These were the big 4 HQs inside the box set. So I'm going to say this time around, maybe they're going to go with maybe 3 HQ options. I think the Phobos Reaver guy, I'm going to just sling that guy to one side. Sorry, Phobos players. Now, the big 3 I'm going to choose. The first one I want to talk about, which is apparently kind of the theme of this box set, which, well, I'm seeing as the theme of this box set, is going to be fast attack option. So I'm going to say Chaplain with a jump pack. Not only is this speculation at this point, but I've also heard this is a potential rumor as well, which again goes along with some other rumors that I've heard of fast attack being the way forward in 10th edition, mainly for Space Marines. Again, you know, Raven Wing I've started to hear, Land Speeders, Vanguard Veterans, which we'll talk about a little later in this video. So my first big option, I'm going to say, is going to be a Chaplain with a jump pack in this box. Now, the next option I'm going to go for, and this is really out there. So I have heard another rumor that apparently there's going to be some type of Devastator HQ. And when I say Devastator HQ, like he buffs heavy weapons around him. Now, I'm not sure if that's like dreadnoughts. I'm not sure if that's like eradicators. I'm not sure if like that's just gun placements or something. Absolutely no idea. But I've heard of a Devastator HQ. So I'm going to put that in that box as well. Hopefully he has like some massive type of gun. I don't think it's going to be like a Tech Marine type of character. I think it's going to be something else, is like a brand new HQ choice, which just buffs these type of big ordnance weapons that we can bring on the battlefield. Maybe it buffs tanks, right? Maybe it buffs dreadnoughts, but I think it would be a nice little inclusion into this box set because of another rumor that I've heard about a potential, or I should say potential vehicles inside of this box set. But we'll get to that when we get to the vehicle choices. And the last option for the HQ choice is just going to be a normal, I say a normal captain, you know, an awesome looking badass captain that looks incredible, because you always have a leader inside these boxes, whether it's in Terminator armor, whether it's just a normal captain, you always have a cool badass looking captain. 10th edition, it was the Terminator guy. 9th edition, it was the guy that had the shield, which looked really, really awesome as well. So yes, both big options. I think this one is just going to be a normal guy, maybe like a bolter out, maybe a power sword, power fist, maybe multiple option to build it in, right? Not normally you get the multiple option builds in these box sets, but I think it's just going to be a bog standard captain just looking like an absolute badass on the battlefield. Now, if we move forward to the troop option, and when I say troop option, like these are the guys on the ground, like the Terminators and stuff like that. So what we got, again, with 10th edition, if you look in the background right now, we got Stern Guard Veterans, which again was probably one of my favorite kits when it comes to Space Marines. We got a Terminator squad. This was the beginning of all the new Terminator sculpts, which is absolutely fantastic. And we got something called an Inferno squad as well, which was basically flamers, which if you play salamanders and you bring these down in a drop pod, then you are a disgusting individual and I don't want to be your friend. But basically, these were the main units on the ground to combat the NID forces. Now, my first prediction, and again, this is also a rumor, is just like we got Stern Guard, I think this box set we're gonna get Vanguard Veterans. Now, this goes into a lot of rumors that I've been hearing. Apparently, Vanguard Veterans were supposed to be out this edition, but apparently they pushed it back. And I personally think it is going to be in the launch box set for 11th edition. Of course, if we go back to another prediction rumor at the start of the video, where we're supposed to be getting a Chaplain with jump pack, Chaplain attached to these Vanguard Veterans, that kind of makes sense in terms of like playability and rules and stuff like that. And of course, it's a refresh that the Space Marine range also needs. So I think that is a really, really wise choice from myself, but also it's in the rumors as well. So I think that potentially could happen in this box set. Now, the Terminators were basically like the elite choice inside that box set in terms of troops. Now, I think they're going to do something similar, but this time, of course, not in that thick Terminator armor. And another rumor, and again, speculation, that I've been hearing about is potentially there's going to be some type of new mixed armor squad coming with Space Marines. When I say mixed armor, like they're supposed to be like harkening back to like Mark 7, you know, Mark 3, Mark 2 helmets. Yes, we've seen a little bits of that already in other units, but apparently this is supposed to be balls to the wall, dial turned up to 12, looking absolutely amazing. And I'm thinking if it's been detailed like that, then are they going to be some type of veteran choice where like these guys are the badass, like the basically Stern Guard, maybe the veteran Stern Guard, maybe they're just another cool unit with that has like a bunch of different options. Maybe this squad actually does have mixed weapons inside of it, just like the old Space Marine tactical squad. So you can take like plasma cannons, rocket launchers and stuff on your normal troops. Maybe this is the direction GW want to revisit now to resell you old Space Marines. That's the way I see it, right? GW just love to sell us old models. That's what they're there for, right? Is to milk us for models that we've already got. So potentially this could be one of the kits inside the box set. Mixed, again, I'm calling it mixed armor because that's really what I've heard through the whispers. Mixed armor, hopefully mixed weapon loadouts, and it is harkening back to that old school tactical squad where you can have all the different weapons in there and bring as much purging as you can. Now, the last squad is pure speculation, and this is going off looking at the range itself and what weapon options are still not available as their own type of unit. And when it comes to it, I've been speaking about this for a while now, and that is the Volkite stuff. When you look at the Space Marines, yes, there is Neo-Volkite like pistols and stuff you can attach to certain characters and HQs, but we don't really have a Neo-Volkite squad. And I'm thinking potentially, could this be some type of new Devastator squad that they bring out, like maybe heavy Neo-Volkite, maybe just normal Neo-Volkite like Hellblasters and stuff like that, and that could be included in this box, because it's only that really and grav weapons that we don't really have as entire units. Am I missing something? I know a lot of people say las cannons, but we do have the las fuelis and stuff on the snipers. But yeah, I'm going to go with Neo Volkite because there's been a lot of model designs for that on certain units, and we still don't have that as an actual unit. So my last unit of choice is Neo Volkites being bought on the battlefield. And the last thing that was included in the 10th edition box set, and again, going off the mirroring prediction on my hand, I think they're going to carry on with this, and that is a vehicle inside of the box set. So in 10th edition, we got the Ballistic Dreadnought. It had the last cannons, it had the rockets. You can see it in the background right now. Really cool Dreadnought, probably one of the best Dreadnoughts to take actually on the battlefield with the firepower that it can actually put out. Now, what I see in this box set, of course, is another vehicle, and I want to start with the rumored vehicle first, and that is, of course, a brand new land speeder. I've been hearing for a while now that there's supposed to be some type of heavy land speeder. I'm not sure how that would work. Is it going to have more guns? Well, it's more guns, more armored, something like that. Maybe it's completely, maybe it's a scout land speeder, right? We've got brand new scout models, something like that. But I'm going to say a new land speeder potentially inside of this box set. If it's not the land speeder, and they maybe put another dreadnought inside of this, because again, more dreadnoughts welcome. I love dreadnoughts, and I think they should be doing more dreadnoughts and stuff. We've talked about like chaplain dreadnoughts, librarian dreadnoughts, and stuff like that. Now, I don't think they'll put a librarian or chaplain dreadnought inside of this one, but a rumor I have heard is that there's supposed to be a flame variant dreadnought coming, and that is supposed to be have a flamer or a melter weapon, or maybe both. Maybe it'll have a flamer on one arm and maybe a melter on the other arm. That could be really, really cool. So a flame variant dreadnought, rumor speculation, is probably what I'm going to go with. And the land speeder is probably going to be like a separate release that may come with, I don't know, around the Raven Wing release, but that is another video for another time. And from the Space Marines, let's jump to the Ork side. Hopefully you haven't just jumped the video, right, and you've actually watched the Space Marines segment that I've just labored away of. If you have, then shame on you. May you live forever. Now, basically, when it comes to the Ork side of the box set, it's normally just going to mirror the Space Marine side, but just like I said at the start of the video, they get a lot more in terms of units. But there is a few rumors around at the moment with Ork stuff. There's a few rumors around that I've heard with potentially 11th edition with the Orks and this launch box set that does excite me. But let's jump in and let's start with the HQs first. So jumping in the shallow end, and I don't think this is a big brain move from me at this moment in time, pure speculation, we're going to get an absolute unit of a war boss. I actually may go one step further because there's a theme in this side of the Ork stuff which I want to try and attach myself to. Maybe a war boss in mega armor. That's what I'm going with. Big, thick, absolutely powerhouse, ready to just smash down anything that's in front of him. Cool model, looks amazing, looks absolutely terrifying on the battlefield. My next speculation guess when it comes to the Orks is that another one of their HQs is going to be a Weird Boy. If we actually put the image up of the Weird Boy that you can currently buy right now, this is £19 over on Games Workshop. Yes, you know, back in the day it was legit, it was amazing, but, you know, with all the new models, all the new sculpts that we get in the Rule of Cool, I don't think it's survived the test of time. I really, really hope we get a brand new Weird Boy because I think it would be cool. And of course, with a speculation and a guess and a rumor actually for what I'm hearing about new Ork Boys, which we'll get to in a second, this could be really useful for doing stuff like the jump and stuff, right? So a nice new Weird Boy inside of this box along with that mega armored war boss. And the last choice I'm going to go with is, again, pure speculation, and this is a Pain Boy, but I'm going to take it one step further. Just like the Ork war boss, I think potentially we could get a Pain Boy in mega armor. I know, insane, incredible, absolutely sort your head out, Valrak, but a Pain Boy, thick as well, going in there and actually assisting some of the units which he could be attached to inside the box set. I'm just going to say it, right? That's my choice. Let me have my choice. And if we jump over to the troops and elites and stuff inside this box set, this is, of course, rumors and now speculation. We're going the deep end now, boys, right? So let's start with one of the rumored units, and that is brand new Mega Knobs. Again, image in the background of the old Mega Knobs. You can see him, you know, again, they look kind of cool, very, very boxy and stuff. But again, again, they haven't really stood the test of time. I've been hearing rumors, apparently, they're supposed to be getting brand new models, and this is why I've speculated maybe like, you know, mega knobs, war bosses and pain boys, maybe they can be attached to this, and maybe they can get something, you know, cool to like buff the unit and stuff like that. But I definitely think we are going to be getting mega knobs inside of this new 11th edition box set. And another unit, which again basically mirrors the Space Marine unit, which again has also been rumored, and I speculate is going to be in this box set. Storm Boys, right? Strike from the sky, boys, right? They're here, right? It makes sense. If we're going to be getting Vanguard veterans, which I do think is going to be happening with the Space Marines, it'd make a nice counter unit. You fly in the air, we fly in the air, right? But we do it bigger and better as the Orcs do. And again, as you can see with the image in the background, these guys definitely do need an update. So rumors, speculation, it's all coming together. And I do think Storm Boys will be a part of the 11th edition box set launch. And another rumor, rumors after rumors after rumors, actually 2 rumors in one I'm going to do this with. The first thing I've been hearing about is new Ork knobs, and I think potentially the Ork knobs can be put into this 11th edition box set. Again, it makes sense. I'm going back to like the models are very, very old. I've heard rumors that they want to redo the Ork knobs, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to do it. Like, this is kind of like an elite hitting Ork Force 11th edition box set. Maybe, well, that's the vibe I'm going with anyway. That's some of the rumors that I've been hearing. Again, potentially some of this stuff is going to be coming out after the 11th edition box set, but I'm going to put my Ork knobs inside of this. Now, the next unit I want to talk about is Ork Boys. Valrak, we've just had new Ork Boys. What in the Emperor's name are you talking about? Well, one of the rumors I've been hearing for Ork Boys is apparently they're supposed to be going multi-part. If you actually get the Ork Boys now, they're all monopos. You have to like buy like 9 boxes if you want to do them all as like melee and stuff like that. It's a really weird way. We've been complaining about it now for years, ever since we got that Ork Boy monopose kit. But a rumor I have been hearing is that they want to release a kit where it is multi-part, so you can do them all as range or you can do them all as melee. Now, will that be in the 11th edition box set? I'm not too sure. The reason I say that is basically because everything is normally monopose inside the 11th edition box set, because they wanted you to build it like an easy way for like people getting into it. Maybe the Ork Boy rumor is still legit, but it will be happening after the actual 11th edition drop. If it's not Ork Boys, then maybe Burner Boys. We need new Burner Boy models. Burner Boys, Ork knobs, right? Give me everything you can in green. They all need awesome brand new models, except of course for the boys, but the boys need to be multi-part. But yes, Burner Boys, Ork Boys, knobs. Just pick one or pick all of them, right? Put them all in there if you want to. And the final thing, the big vehicle, what's that going to be with the Orcs? Now, there has been some rumors out there, again, even more glorious rumors of like some type of new Ork Dreadnought. I've heard them. That has also been speculated like in the Reddit thread and stuff like that. But I'm going to go one step further, because I've heard a bigger rumor. When I talk about bigger, I mean in size, of girth and thickness, and apparently the Orcs are supposed to be getting some type of big type of gun weapon in placement. Now, I'm not going to say something like what the Space Marines got in the Horus Heresy 3.0, but maybe something the size of that, but orkified. So try and think something like that. Maybe a bunch of like new Gretchen models hanging off there, swinging off it, firing it or something. But something big, something zappy, something orkified that you can put on the battlefield and just absolutely annihilate anything in any direction with. That's what I'm going with. That's going to be the big thing inside the Ork box set for me. And boom! We've got to the end, mate. How long have I been waffling for now, mate? Close to the... I haven't got my watch. Where's my phone? Close to 20 minutes of absolute waffling and speculation for the 11th edition box set. Hopefully we start getting some teasers of it soon. Again, I want to start doing more videos on like breaking down these 500 world stuff, because there's a lot of narrative now. There's a lot of rumors I'm hearing about this and other potential books that's going to be happening, but I'll be covering them through this week. So make sure you like, subscribe. Actually, I think if I say subscribe, it pops up somewhere like on the YouTube thing. So like, subscribe if you want to be hearing more of that type of stuff. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching as always. I would love to get your thoughts, your speculation. Give me the list of stuff which you think's got to be inside this box set in the comment section down below, because I'd love to discuss it with you. See ya. Have a great day, evening, night, where you are in the world, and bye-bye.